Hey everyone, I got a question the other day in my comments that asked, what is the best clipper or trimmer or razor for your balls and your undercarriage? And I want to give you guys a nice concise answer to that question with the multiple brands that we have out there. So let's hop straight into the video and let's get started. For a lot of people in the clipping and razor world, we are very and noticeably known by their different brands that are out there. And we have Brio from Beardscape, we have Manscaped, we have Happy Nuts, which is actually a newer brand to the market, and then we have a safety razor, and this is going to be a generic. It could be from any company of a sort, but I wanted to dive in of the 4 that will really work for you and which will not, as some of them say that they're for that specific area, which in fact they're not. So let's start with Brio from Beardscape. Now, the nice thing with Brio is that they have an adjustable guard within itself for that ceramic blade and razor. So if we want to, we can raise this up and down to give us a closer cut to the skin. Now for me, this one is better than a predecessor to it than Manscaped, because Manscaped has bigger divots in between the ceramic blade, whereas in Brio, you don't. They're very right up to the top of the clipper itself. Now, there is a misconception that this is the best for your genital regions, and in fact, these are not. So I actually I really don't use Manscaped anymore, to be honest with you. Manscaped is done for me. And there's a few reasons why, and one of it is because of the width of the blade and also the adjustable notch that we can use on Beardscape. And that's why I continue to use Beardscape. Not only that, but with Beardscape, I have an adjustable RPM on my clipper. Also, battery life is a big importance as well. And I know Manscaped guarantees a 60-minute charge, but that's never been the case. Whereas in Beardscape, I can get at least an hour and a half, maybe 2 or 3 months worth of clipping without having to recharge. Now, if you're really wanting to get into the grooves and you want to get really close, I actually recommend Happy Nuts. So for this video, mainly, if you guys are looking to clean up the downstairs, ignore these, all right? These are great for me as well. I like to use these for like my arm hair, my leg hair, if I need to put a guard on it, but these are not specifically, and that's the misconception, is that these are for your downstairs area, because this does not feel good when it catches something. Does that look like it feels good when it catches some skin? No. And that's why I'm actually really impressed with Happy Nuts. And let's go in and look how micro that is on the blade. And not only that, it's got 2 sides on it to hit the skin. So if you're running it down one way or running it up the other, this is going to glide gently through the skin. And not once have I had a tangle or a nick with Happy Nuts. And they've done a really good job. And they also provide a guard on it if you'd like to continue to use it. Maybe if you want to do your sideburns or your arm hair. But once again, that's why I stick with this guy, because it's got a little bit more power and a little bit more life on the battery. And I just like that one a little bit better. That's just my preference though, but it doesn't mean that you can't use this to do all the others, which I think they found a great way to have this as a multi-use. Yeah, this is a great multi-useful tool for not only your downstairs, but your upstairs as well. And finally, the tried and true, the century-old safety razor. There's nothing wrong with the safety razor. Yeah, this one's just a little dirty, but that's gonna be all right. But the safety razor in my, yes, this is from Manscaped, but you can find these all over Amazon. And this is just a great way to clean things up, and as old as it is, it's tried and true. I think this is a new concept on the bottom edge. They might have had this out for a long time, but to my knowledge, this is a newer technology, in my opinion, that helps glide through the skin and collects most of the hair with one swipe. So this, for me, this is my go-to, all right? This is just, I'm in the shower, it's easy, just to clean everything up. If I want something, that's just going to get down to the skin. This is what I'm going to use. If I'm in a bind and I don't have to take a shower, I'll use this. And for everything else, I'm going to use the Brio. So these are the three. And, I think Manscaped is doing a great job marketing to, what they're trying to do. But I think this is more of a body hair clipper, especially with, Brio from Beardscape. I think this is more of a clipper for the top regions, and these two are going to be for the bottom regions. And I've had lots of comments asking about that factor, because not only is it a way of a lifestyle, but it also prevents odor, chafing, and there's a lot of reasons why. It looks good. There's a lot of reasons why. So at the end of the day, I'm going to choose Happy Nuts. I'm going to use the safety razor, and then these two I'm going to use for the upper torso when it comes to the arms and the lower legs. So yeah, I hope that helps you guys out. And, don't be afraid. Once again, I've done a video about the arm hair, and I was just very surprised by how many people actually trim up. If it's not for work, if it's not for sports, lifestyle, workout, whatever it is. So don't be ashamed or worried about what other people think about. It's what works for you. All right. So I hope that helps you guys out. I'm going to put all of these products down into the description so that you can check those out. And there should be a link there too for you. It might have a little promo code to save you guys a little bit of money. Other than that, like, subscribe. Love you guys, and I will see you on the flip side. See ya!